Morning! We've just parked up at the phone box in Mungrisdale, where we've head down the road a little bit in the direction of Mosdale, past Mungrisdale Church. When you get past the church, you'll see a road sign for Mosdale and Beck. Take a left there and head up through the quarry, and then steeply onto the side of River Crags. Just me, Billy, and Tracy's a little bit further up here somewhere. We're heading for Bowscale Fell. And look at that view of Bannerdale Crags there. Right in the centre is Bannerdale Crags East Ridge. The South of Fell to the left of us, and the tongue to the right of us, and you can just see Bowscale Fell behind it. So we're on the ridge of Bowscale Fell now. It's a bit of a steep pull up River Crags, but we got there. We finally got the drone back up in the sky. We've not had the drone up for weeks now. Well, certainly my last 3 or 4 walks. So yeah, Bowscale Fell has 3 summits. The first summit is the Far East summit. Second summit is Tarn Crags. And the third summit's the true summit. We're going to go from the true summit to Bannerdale Crags and then come down the side of the tongue. There's Tracy. Did you like River Crags?
It's a bit steep.
This is my 3rd walking day in a row. I've had a few days off. My last walk, you'll have noticed, was just a short walk in the southern uplands, the Grey Mare's Tail and Loch Skene. That was only yesterday, so as you can see, the weather has dramatically changed again. The day before that I was on Great Dodd. It was absolutely brutal, but look at this today. You'd never believe it, would you? Absolutely gorgeous. So there's Blencathra in the distance to our left, and there's Carrick Fell over the valley to our right. Below Carrick Fell we've got the valley of Mungrisdale, and behind Carrick Fell we've got High Pike, the Bullfell Fells and the Bannerdale Fells. Only yesterday all of them fells over there, Bullfell Beck area, were white. The snow has gone in less than 24 hours. We had a lot of rain. The rain takes it away more than the temperature does, I think. It's still not that warm. It's a lovely day, but it's still only 5-6 degrees. But the snow has almost gone completely now. Bowscale Fell's far east top, 604 metres. It's a singe. We'll head a little bit higher to the east top, or Tarns Crags as it's called on the map. Absolutely beautiful rolling hills these are. Lovely to walk on, all the way to Bannerdale Crags and then away up to Blencathra if you wanted. Below Carrick Fell there we've got a better view now of Mungrisdale and the River Glenderamackin. We're just approaching the east top now, Tarns Crags top. Everything to the left of me past Bannerdale Crags, just there in front of us. Blencathra's now in the clag. It was clear 10 minutes ago, and then across Cloughhead, Great Dodd, and heading on towards Helvellyn. Everything's clouded up, very atmospheric looking. The large cairn here isn't the top, Tarns Crags top, it's about 100 metres further up. Here's the summit. 665 metres. It's a Burkitt and a singe. You can just see the true summit over there ahead of us, not too far away. A little bit of mist rolling in over the top of it, coming down the valley of Mungrisdale. And that's the summit there. Tucked in the bottom down here we should get a good view of Bowscale Tarn. There it is. That clag's gone right over the top of us. It's gone over Blencathra. It's clear now over the Dodds and the Helvellyn range. There doesn't look too much more behind it either, so hopefully we're going to get a bit of sunshine again, because it's gone really cold again. We'll carry on to the summit of Bowscale Fell, and then we'll drop down to Bannerdale Crags. A fantastic view for a sunrise if you're ever up here early. The view down the valley of Bannerdale, it's absolutely gorgeous. Bowscale Fell summit, 702 metres. The shelter marks the summit. It's a Wainwright, a Burkitt, a Hewitt, a Nuttall and a Singe. Billy's in the shelter looking for scraps, no doubt. And just look at the view of Blencathra behind it. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to head that way to Bannerdale Crags. So from the summit of Bowscale Fell, we'll head over to Bannerdale Crags, and then we'll double back on ourselves a little bit and come back down the tongue into Mungrisdale. We just met a couple of subscribers on the summit of Bowscale Fell that came up Bannerdale Crags East Ridge to watch my video last night on YouTube, and they were part of the Ramblers, so they decided to give it a recce and see what grading to put it at. So anyhow guys, thank you very much for watching my video. It was lovely meeting you. We've just dropped down onto the path closer to the edge, and look at the view of Bannerdale. Absolutely fantastic. Billy having a little ratch about on the edge there. So behind us now you can see Bowscale Fell, where we've just came from, and the big long ridge with the two summits that we crossed. In the middle there we've got the tongue where we're going to head back to. There's a traverse path down the side, we're going to head down there. There is a path goes right off the end of it, but I can guarantee it is very, very steep because I've been up that way. So, you know, the traverse path is your better option. If you want to do the summit of the tongue, you're going to have to walk to the end of it because it does have a summit on it. The summit's called the tongue and its classification is a Burkitt. So underneath these outcrops we've got some caves somewhere and some lead mines. I don't know where they're at because I've never looked for them, but they're highlighted on the map, so I think one day we'll maybe come up here and have an explore and see what we can find. Let's go and have a look at that east ridge. There it is. Bannerdale Crags summit, 683 metres. It's a Wainwright, a Burkitt, a Hewitt and a Nuttall. Some beautiful light on Blencathra behind us. So from the summit of Bannerdale Crags we're going to head along the edge, back to the tongue and down the traverse path back into Mungrisdale. We're getting that lovely winter afternoon light now. The sun's starting to set behind us, behind Blencathra and Skidder. There we're panning back towards the East Ridge and Bannerdale Crags and back to Blencathra. The path hugs the edge and starts to branch away from that main path we came down earlier from Bowscale Fell. It stays close to the edge of Bannerdale Crags and then drops slightly right onto the tongue there and then drops down the side of the tongue. There's the tongue right in front of us now. That beautiful light didn't last for long. There's a bit of clag drifting in over Bowscale Fell and allow a bit of a breeze come. It's cooling things down again. Our traverse path, we're just coming up to it now. It's on the right hand side of us here. Just down here. It's a nice easy descent, traverses the side of the fell and drops us back into the bottom of the valley. Come on. So I'd like to say a few things about my videos, starting with making my videos is no chore to me at all. I absolutely love making the videos. I love producing them, editing them, adding the music to them. I love every part of it as much as I love the walk. In fact, it's like a new hobby inside an old hobby that I've been doing for many years. Some days we only get 4, 5, 6 miles in and we can be out for 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. Today I've flown the drone out a lot, as you'll have seen. I've actually used 4 batteries and probably spent a good hour and a half with that drone in the sky. So not a lot of time for sitting about, but plenty of time for filming. Lots of walk-bys to get a bit of scale in the mountains, lots of point of vision filming. I don't often have the camera in my face like this, like as you well know. Don't mind looking at you occasionally, but yeah, thank you very much for all the support I get and the fantastic comments. I'll keep making these cinematic videos as realistic as I can, but for now I'll keep plodding down this traverse path. Looking back at Bannerdale Crags, I said earlier about the lead mines and the caves, about maybe having a look for them one day. Just looking at them there now, I think I might have to do a bit of research. Could be a bit of a needle in an haystack job, but I'll see what I can come up with. So we're back down on flatter ground now and heading our way around the front of the tongue back into Mungrisdale. We'll cross the boggy section that's now got stone flags set there. Used to be absolutely horrendous, but it's much better now. When we get round the corner here, I'll show you the front of the tongue so you can make your own mind up as to whether you want to go up, but it's a steep one. So we're around the front of the tongue now, and you can just make the footpath out here. It's not on the map. It goes up the ridge right up the front to the summit. You can't see the summit, it's a bit higher than that rocky outcrop that you can see, but that's the route up anyhow. So I'm going to wrap my video up now because it's starting to get dark, and I'd like to say thank you for watching. The walk, I think, should be round about 6.5 miles, 7 mile by the time we get back to the car. So yeah, thank you from me.
Bye from me.
And bye from the Rockstar. So the purpose of the stone slabs is, a few years ago there was a landslide because the path used to run round here, but it all fell into the river, and the only way round was to go over the bog where the slabs are, and it was almost impossible. It was so deep, so a lot of money was put into putting them slabs down. So yeah, very much appreciated. From the village of Mungrisdale, we've head steeply up River Crags onto the ridge of Bowscale Fell, passing all 3 summits of Bowscale Fell, and from the 3rd summit, the true summit, we've dropped down into the Col in the direction of Bannerdale Crags. And from Bannerdale Crags we've head back and found that traverse path running down the side of the tongue. And from the front of the tongue we've head down the river back into Mungrisdale.